What are we doing?
That's a good question. But if I knew beforehand, that would defeat the point of the chaos.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. It's King's Cast again.
Yeah.
We're doing this at 9 at night, so maybe EMOL will not be tired this time.
You wish.
Sad.
I'm always tired. I can't help it. Oh, he died.
Hello, all. I'm so glad we have separate audio tracks. That's going to make this a lot easier.
Lamau! That means I could just talk over you the whole time if I want to. Talk.
You're mean.
Talk. I'm not mean. I'm Mimo.
Hello, all.
Talk. Okay, no, it's not.
Hello, all, and welcome back to King's Cast. I'm your host, Kyng-Pin, aka the Kyng-Pin parentheses of Spades, joined with my co-host
and local menace.
Local would imply we're in the same. I don't know.
No, internet local.
Internet local, yeah.
I'm
welcome
right
back, guys. You thought this series was over? Nah, I'm milking it for all it's worth.
No,
which isn't much. It's not worth. There's a few golden episodes here and there, but
it's priceless.
Yeah, that's because nobody wants it.
No, you didn't introduce me.
Did you not say your own name?
No.
Oh.
Thought you were
Emily McCormack.
Oh my God, that's me.
Hi.
Hi.
So what are we doing?
We're listening to the conversation my brother's having with my mom in the hallway.
Anything interesting? Do they want to be on?
No, I think all I heard was "yeah," and yeah, I don't know about that. I'm gonna let them do their own thing. You all just whispered dead air to me. I just like you.
All right, so I just have the outline of the show pulled up here, and we're just gonna go through with some rejected ideas, I guess.
Delicious.
Anyway, how have you been?
I am not even real right now, but thank you for checking in.
I'm no problem.
How are you?
I am good. I'm glad I can still do this. I like King's Chaos. It's fun to do.
And you just live it 24/7 anyway. Might as well record an hour of it.
Yep. Well, technically, if we're struggling, we don't actually have to do an hour.
Well, we could do 3.
Why would we do that?
Because I can't stop talking unless I fall asleep.
Pass out right now. Welcome back to King's Chaos. I am your only host. The other one is died. I don't know if we can say that on YouTube.
I don't know, especially because you're the one who sounds like you're dying.
Hey. Allergies. All right. So anyway, what have you been up to? Let everybody know how the world is treating you.
Well, first of all, I'm yawning, which is no difference between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m.
Yep.
What have I been doing? Freaking out because I realized we've been off from school for about a month now, and I haven't accomplished like anything that I've sought out to do.
You think I have?
Lamau. I don't know, a couple projects I still have to do, but I recently put all of my stuff from my flash drive back into my laptop from the end of the semester where I had to basically offload almost everything just to make sure I got my final film in.
Right, yeah.
So we're slowly recovering.
It's just like, Kyle, I don't know what to do. Oh, wait, here's 80 gigs of space I was not using.
Yeah. I mean, I had to offload everything from like PowerPoint. I had to temporarily remove from my laptop.
Oof.
And
yeah, I've been doing spring cleaning, in
the summer.
I've cleaned out my laptop, my phone. I still had recordings from God, I don't even know when. It was like January. Like we were still like 30-minute recordings on my phone. I'm like, didn't know those were there.
Mm-hmm.
So finding cleared up space for that. So I can replace
Yeah.
it with more 30-minute photos. That's right. A new batch of gaming is coming soon. Should last me until December.
30-minute photos are crazy.
Did I say photos?
Uh,
You know what I meant.
my money don't jiggle jiggle. Anyway, so fun fact to anyone watching, iMovie is evil, and it stores all of your media without you really knowing it. And the next thing you know, your laptop's a couple years old and your iMovie takes up like 270 gigabytes of your laptop. Don't get to that point.
See, it's funny because I don't even have iMovie on my computer. I was cleaning it out. I'm like, oh, let me check. After you said that, after you did all that, I'm like, oh, let me check my iMovie. Maybe that's what's taking up most of the space. Oh no, iMovie doesn't exist.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah. Whoa.
Dump button. Oops.
Oh no, he said a no.
We're not bound by radio anymore. I can say whatever I want.
You literally are the FCC.
No, that's going to be bleeped out. We're keeping this family friendly, baby.
Family friendly content. It is kind of cool though when you don't have much space left to find out that there is one big thing that it takes up all the space. But then of course it's iMovie that takes 270 gigabytes, but that's because 270.
Jeez.
But that's because of all the individual files.
Right. How big
Luckily,
is the actual program?
The app itself, I don't know, nothing in comparison. Like I'm thinking maybe a couple gigabytes max. I don't even think that. But it's also because I had like all the episodes of WMSC Unplugged, and there were one or two of them that took up like 20 to 30 gigabytes of raw footage alone.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think it was Jack Powers and Jack Sampson. The two of them took up like, I think both of them were between like 20 and 30 gigabytes.
Was it you or Kenny who said never trust somebody with J in their name?
It was me, unless Kenny said it too.
Nate.
Yeah, be careful of J names.
Yeah.
In this case, it was
especially
both
Jack.
Especially Jack, apparently. Yeah, which is interesting because I don't think I did anything out of the ordinary for Jack Powers, but I know Jack Sampson's videos, half of them are from Jared, another J name, so stay safe.
Actually, I was cleaning out my phone, and one of the videos that was taking up the most space was actually Jake's Unplugged.
Whoa, it's all the J's.
It was taking up like 3 gigs.
Yeah.
You don't need that, by the way, right?
I don't believe I do.
Okay, I'm gonna delete it then.
Oh no.
I lied. I can't find storage.
The unplugs take up a lot, and I thought I was clearing storage when I deleted the footage from my computer, but I didn't realize that it was stored in iMovie. However, I do appreciate that iMovie has that.
Yeah.
Because I know what happened when I started editing. Of course I still used iMovie. I have to graduate from iMovie. I acknowledge this. But I used it on my iPad in like, I don't know, 4th grade. And it was really frustrating that every so often I would accidentally delete a video from my camera roll and then it would delete it from the project. And then I was very confused. I should have put this together. When I was working on projects, deleted the video from my laptop, but it was still there.
Right.
I should have known something was up.
Whoa.
But I do appreciate that. Like if you delete it off of your desktop, that it's still saved somewhere.
Oh yeah, totally. It's like a hidden treasure. It's be like, oh, so that's where all the space was hidden.
Yeah.
I was
And
doing
then
that.
so, oh, you go.
Now you go.
Oh no, I just have a folder called, now it's called iMovie Dumpster Dive, where I spent like a couple hours going through all the footage. And of course there were a couple unfinished products that I like, unfinished projects where I didn't touch the files at all, but like some unplugged stuff. But then I found like some sound effects or like title cards, whatever I thought were cool, and I saved it in that iMovie Dumpster Dive that I now have saved on my laptop.
Nice.
Yeah, and now I have 170 gigabytes free, which is gorgeous because I was sitting there struggling with like, a couple megabytes by the
Yeah.
end of the semester. I couldn't even save videos.
Yeah. It
Or I
was.
at some point I could no longer take screenshots.
Yeah.
That's when I knew it was really bad. Yeah.
Small problem.
Mm.
I was doing that too. I forget which one I was cleaning out, either my local disk or my hard disk on my PC. And I'm like, where is all this space being taken up? There's nothing here.
Mm.
And then I'm like, oh, I have the morning buzz from all of summer. Just,
Mm-hmm.
just there. 2 days a week, 2 files per day, each file at least an hour long. And I'm like, why don't I have any space? That was why.
Mm. So how much space was that? Do you know?
A lot.
I bet.
Yeah.
That seems about right. Did you get rid of them?
No, I decided to keep them.
Ah.
I watch them back every now and then.
Are they video?
Yeah.
Oh. Funky.
Yeah.
Are they on the YouTube?
Probably. I don't know.
Oh,
I was always bad at keeping up with the YouTube. Sorry. I think that's just kind of like a thing with the Morning Buzz producer.
oh, yeah.
It's just like, oh yeah, we have to upload things every day. And like that wouldn't be a problem, but you can't like mass schedule them because
Mm-hmm.
they haven't happened yet.
Yes.
So
That's
there's that.
understandable. I only recently recognized that that is actually part of my responsibility for the website as well.
What?
Is every day the morning buzz will be posted on the YouTube, and
Oh,
then we
you
have
have
a
to put it
section on the homepage where we have
right.
the latest episode. And for some reason, I didn't realize that wasn't automatic. I don't know how it would be
I mean, it makes
because
sense, but yeah, that
it's not only the morning buzz that's posted
on
that
the YouTube.
on the YouTube. So I guess that's why.
Yeah,
So
it's some
now I've
heavies
been
the crown stuff. Oh, did I tell you I got fired from that?
from.
The heavies the crown.
Oh, you did?
I got fired from their digital marketing team. What?
I did too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Lol.
Lamel.
That sucks.
For them.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
What are they going to do now?
Make their own stuff. It's crazy.
No. That's stupid.
That would be crazy.
So, why is this so much harder to do at home?
I don't know. Well, we don't have the constant threat of like someone randomly walking in, like, "Oh, hey, Mike Foley." If Mike Foley was here, that would be really weird.
Hey, Mike, you want to join King's Chaos?
Honestly, drop the link in anywhere.
Do I want
Don't
to
look
do
at me
that?
like I don't know.
Do I want to do that?
Um, I don't trust any of them to not come in here and just start like cursing like crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
could is that illegal anymore? Not necessarily.
no, but it's what I want to do with the show.
Listen to me!
Yes.
I am the FCC, he says. Wah. Oh, he did. And now we wait.
Now we wait. Do, and that's copyrighted.
Even if I got an empty message from you an hour ago. That's a lie. It was just a period.
Ding.
I forgot about that.
Sorry.
Ka-chow!
Ka-chow. So do you want to talk about music or movies again? That's usually we're usually at that point in the episode.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you went to a concert the other day. How was it?
I went to a concert the other day. I went to see Bastille. It was lovely.
Yay.
Bastille, they're amazing. Really great music. And even though they have a couple songs that were really big, I would say Bastille definitely underrated.
Pompeii.
Pompeii is delicious, but they have so many other songs that are also delicious.
Pompeii.
You didn't even know Flaws.
Pompeii.
So okay. Okay. I would mute your mic if I could.
No,
and anyway,
I'm not gonna say it.
What was really frustrating is Kyle saying Pompeii on repeat.
Pompeii. I'm just gonna clip that and make it a sound effect.
It's like oh no, that SpongeBob thing.
What?
Hoopla!
Oh.
Hoopla! Pompeii!
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 Sounds like a lot of Pompeii!
Pompeii! No, but I'll rant on here. How I ranted a little bit in the chat is what really upset me was I don't ever really stand. So we were at Terminal 5 in the city, and I've been to this venue before, and so many venues just like it. The majority of, like, I'd say the New York City venues I've been to are all just kind of like room, go stand, and then there's the artist, and sometimes there's an upstairs.
We just put 4 walls around a space and then made a slightly higher floor. Go stand.
Go stand. And so I'm usually in the crowd for a lot of these bands, but I was with my mom. She usually hangs in the back, and we were both kind of like feeling like overall. So I'm like, I'm not gonna go into the crowd tonight. So we ended up kind of standing in the back, and I know like there's gonna be some people who are getting drinks or whatever and kind of going to the bathroom. I'm talking about water too. I just shush.
No water.
No water. Stay hydrated, but also don't
no
use the
water,
bathroom.
no calls to action. Damn it.
Okay. He said a no word.
Oh, that's your concern?
Yeah, please don't
I'm
be
dying over here.
Yeah, what's new?
What?
What's new? You've been dying for the last like week.
We're all dying. Some
faster than others.
Maybe.
Anyway,
continue.
So I acknowledge that I acknowledge I'm in the back. But there was just an excessive amount of talking.
Boo.
It was so frustrating. And my mom, who usually ends up staying in the back of these concerts, said that this was probably like the worst crowd when it came to that. Because we were at the same venue for a different concert back in February this year, and she's like, yeah, that was Palais and Youngblood. And I guess something about the Youngblood fans is one of the things when you go to his show, you definitely go there for the audience and the vibe, and like that's a component of the show. Same thing with like a 21 Pilot show. There's like 2 artists off the top of my head that I've been to their shows where it's just like you go for the community. And so I'm not saying that like Bastille doesn't have people like that, but I could tell like more people were there for each other for some other shows, whereas this was like there were people just kind of chilling in the back. But like there was this one woman who was like talking to this guy next to her for at least 5 songs straight. And that was only by the time I started standing next to her. I have no idea how long she was going before that. It was like halfway through the show. And so to my knowledge, she was talking for at least a quarter of the set with this guy. And then out of nowhere, she looks forward and she starts bopping her head like, "Oh yeah, cool! I'm at a concert. I just remembered that." And my mom and I were just like, "Why don't you go to a Starbucks or something? Like, go step in the hall."
Because Starbucks doesn't have that good of music.
Okay, fine, but you have Bastille Dan in front of everybody. What? We have a friend.
How's it going?
It's all right. I'm in the last 5 minutes of Stomp and Stroll. It was good.
Oh my god!
We're recording King's Chaos.
Oh, word? What do you need from me?
If you just wanted to join.
All right, cool.
I'm complaining about people talking at concerts. Just shush.
That's fair. That's like it. No, it's not actually.
No!
It's I don't know, man. I've been shushed at concerts before, and I'm like, I am at an open air venue. Okay, we are for a brief and poignant minute making a cameo on the next King's Chaos.
Yo, it's Cam.
Okay. I did not shush anyone though. I would not go that far. But there was someone who was talking for 5 songs straight with this guy next to her.
Oh yeah, I would have to. I see it now that you break it down. Like if someone was just next to me having a full conversation while I was trying to enjoy a show, like maybe I could see that being an issue.
I'm not saying like silence. Definitely not. It's like it's an event.
But at the same time, an open mouth shush is rude. It doesn't help the problem at all.
Are you editing this in post? Or
Probably.
Is this just going in as one thing?
No, this will probably be edited at some point.
Okay, good. What the fuck? At an outdoor concert? Like, how you got some fucking nerve? I was at Global Citizen Festival in New York, and we were in Central Park, and this lady's like, you're too loud. I'm like, I'm watching the Foo Fighters play. Shut up.
You're fine, Tarek.
Shut up, bitch.
Yeah. You're fine. This isn't going on air, so everything okay?
As much as normal, yeah.
Okay. You heard that too, right? Okay.
Emmett, welcome to a brief and poignant cameo in the next episode of King's Chaos.
Oh my god!
It's kind of nice.
Hey, I said, hey you. Yeah, EMOL had the nerve to get out here and say that people could be too loud at concerts.
No, you know what I mean?
No, I saw this. So EMOL put this in our group chat from home.
Oh. Well, he got receipts on your ass.
Oh.
He got receipts.
Emo's just out here complaining like an old grandmother.
I'm upset. She was having a whole conversation.
I went to this concert and the music was too loud.
I couldn't hear him. I couldn't hear the person on the stage.
You're talking about the people at concerts are too loud.
It was infuriating.
Look.
It was okay, no. I will say you could talk, but it was at the point where it was
when you break it
disrespectful.
down to Emo was complaining concerts are too loud, it sounds bad.
Yeah, that sounds dumb.
You were talking about the people who were being too loud at the concert,
audience,
but not being loud about the concert.
They were just talking amongst themselves.
Yes.
And I
so
felt
they
like
were talking over the PA and being like, "So I bought a new car the other day."
I'm not joking. She was talking about moving recently. I'm like, I don't care. I want to live.
Did you get her address?
She's trying to move. She's trying to move with the swiftness. She's trying to get some plans post Compton style. She's trying to hit the yo.
I don't know what he's saying.
Dude, Addy, what's up? Dude, Addy, what's up?
No, she was trying to go home with the guy next to her.
Oh,
so.
Wait, her old home or a new home?
Wait a minute. What concert was this?
Bastille.
You trying to pick up somebody at a Bastille concert?
What's she 15? Like, is it like what?
Hold on.
Just the
Hold on.
look of abject
Please
horror
hold.
on everyone's
Close your
face.
eyes.
Ayo.
What? You paid to see Bastille?
I love Bastille. They're good. If only I could hear them.
You couldn't. How quiet was the music up in the venue?
Okay, there was an acoustic song that I could barely hear. Most of the songs I could, but there were moments when he's talking to the audience.
I think your real beef is
word.
with the PA. It's like the sound tech. I think that's who
I
you're
don't
beefing
know.
with.
Maybe.
All right, we gotta sign off for this show, man.
Have fun.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Bye. Kyle's right. EMOL's wrong. Goodbye.
Ah, I'm gonna cry.
No, you're fine.
No, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. No, but it's just like there were people who just like forgot they were at a concert. And the thing though is I have such deep appreciation for music that I will take it so far as to say that there were people in the audience who were just being disrespectful.
No, yeah. But that's not what they cared about. They're just like, you bought tickets to Bastille?
I have been made fun of for a bunch of my concerts that I've been to the
Like
point
who?
where I just don't care. I am bullied by my
Why?
friends for seeing AJR a couple weeks ago. I don't know. You don't have to like them. I really like them. I don't listen to them all the time, but I knew that their show would visually be outstanding. And so I had a really
I don't
good
know why
time
I'm
there.
saying yes. I'm
Well,
taking your word for it.
I told you about
Yeah.
it. But the same thing, Bastille, I just like their aesthetic and all the stuff that they have going on, and I wish I could have seen the graphics, but that's definitely me. Like that was me standing in the back off to the side. I can't blame anyone but my position in the venue. There was
Right.
this column though that was obvious. It was holding up the balcony, so it needs to be there, but I was like, no, I don't want the column.
Lame. Actually, I had something like that.
Yeah.
I went to a concert where it was just pole right in the middle.
Of
Cool.
course.
Thank you.
Thanks. But the thing, like, we don't have assigned seating. We don't have any. Like, I'm free to roam about wherever I
Did you
want to go.
just say
so-
assigned seating?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. It's just weird
Well,
to refer to it as that.
Well, because I have gone to shows where you get a seat and it gives you a number.
Right.
to everything,
Yeah.
But you don't actually sit there.
Explain.
I want to say it was like a festival or something. I want to say also I'm going to see a concert in December, and I have no idea where it is. But it gives you a number and a seat, but like it's really just general admission. I don't get it.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's why my friend Madeline was getting tickets for the same show afterwards, and she was like, "Is this right?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It says a seat." And then I looked at mine and I'm like, "Oh, it also says a seat." Which is weird. But no hate on Bastille. I love Bastille. I think
Well, no hate from you.
no hate from me.
From the others.
I don't know.
They were
I don't know.
They did not like that response.
No, it was a bummer. I don't know. The other frustrating thing is like I tend to I'll listen to the opener. I am, excited to listen to openers to find like new artists that I could potentially be interested in. But to talk during the headliner is so strange to me because like is that not why you went? Did you not go for this band? I know it's again a small venue. I mean, Bastille, a lot of people know their name, but they aren't like one of the biggest bands out there. So I know
Pompeii.
Point being is like they weren't the most expensive tickets in the world, but you are at least spending money to go.
They actually gave me money to go. It was weird.
But I don't know. If you're gonna talk during the band that you're supposed to be there for, why are you there?
See, I don't seem to have that problem. Probably because the bands are too loud that I can't hear anyone.
I mean, I think I would have had a different experience if I was in the middle of everybody.
Yeah.
Because those are the people who are definitely singing along and not talking about, their new apartment in the city.
I mean, I went to a concert with Jake at the Wellmont a couple of weeks ago, and we were all over the general admission floor. We were off to the side, in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody was talking during really any of it. That or we just couldn't hear them.
Yeah.
And we didn't really have that problem during Eve Under Fire, Atreyu, and Nothing More.
Mm-hmm.
Asterisk with Asking Alexandria.
Yeah.
We didn't play Teardrop.
I don't know. I feel like in general, I don't. It was just not a great audience in the back.
I just think the metal community is more respectful.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Metal is better. Metal is best music.
Asterisk.
What kind of asterisk?
Debatable.
Did we not have? Were we not the digital marketing team for one of the best shows on the station?
Well, it's not as good because we're not.
Oh well,
involved
yeah.
anymore.
Now it's gonna go downhill, but it still got weight.
No, I don't know. I feel like it. I don't know. There was something about this audience that just was really upsetting. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like in general, like you said, the shows that we went to, I feel like we didn't really hear too much talking. And of course, you could talk to the person next to you.
No.
That'll happen.
No,
Okay.
dead silence.
Hey, bro.
In fact-
no.
In fact, the band shouldn't even be making any noise.
Yeah, actually, everyone just sit there in silence, but like hardcore silence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like still headbanging and moshing, but silence.
It's like one of those the shows with the silent discos. Silent, that was a disco thing. Like when you have like headphones on and you're all
Oh,
listening
yeah.
to music and you just kind of vibe. It's like listening to when you're on happy hour and everyone's singing and they can hear the music in the headphones, and then you take off the headphones and you just hear everyone a cappella, and it's horrible. It's horrible. Even those who can sing, it's so strange.
No,
Ooh.
yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm justified in complaining about this audience, though I would
Yes,
not
but are you justified in seeing Bastille?
What is wrong with Bastille?
I don't have a problem with them. Everyone else does, apparently.
I don't know. I forget his last name. I only know they don't have an Instagram to my knowledge.
Really?
They only have the lead singer. His name is Dan, and the username is Bastille Dan, I believe. And I think that's the most that they have, which is funny to me because then there's Glass Animals, where the lead singer Dave Bailey does not have his own Instagram. He just uses the band Instagram. So in a way, they kind of do the same thing. But anyway, the lead singer of Bastille, he has a really incredible voice.
Yes.
And I wish I could have heard more of it.
That sucks.
No, I heard it, and it was a vibe, and they had a really good set list for the night. And again, they did Flaws, which is one of my favorite songs by them. And yes, they also are another band that has a funky storyline going on. I couldn't really explain it to you because I don't know it as much as I know like the 21 Pilots stuff.
Right.
But they have their own storyline going on, and I actually saw them in 2019 at the Hulu Theater in New York, and we had seats there, so
Bastille.
I was actually able to see. Yeah, I saw Bastille, and it was just a very pretty show. Like they had like all the designs on the screen, and then they also had there's this one moment where like there was a moon behind him and he was sitting on this ladder, and it was just very cute. But I feel like the stage was also physically big. The with the venue last time they were able to do more, I believe.
Yeah.
Also, Joywave opened for them, which is awesome.
Like so cool.
So cool. I actually got told to sit down because Joywave's one of my favorite bands ever. They were opening for Bastille, and we were in the seats, and I stood up because that's one of my favorite bands. And someone came up to us and was like, "Can you sit?" And we were like, "No." I mean, I wasn't even the person right behind me. If it was that person, maybe I would have. I'd be like, "Hey, I'm not feeling the standing thing. Could you maybe?" I'd be like, "Maybe," but oh well.
Was it like security?
No, it was just some person who was also at the concert.
Oh,
I don't know. I didn't really care much though, because I'm there for Joywave. My mom was there for Bastille, and then
sit down. You're not allowed to like this artist.
yeah, no, you're not allowed to like the opener. You are not allowed to like them.
Oops.
Um,
Not me, who's gotten pictures with openers to 2 concerts.
as you should. As you
And also
should.
got to interview one.
I
Who also commented on your hair. If you don't know what we're talking about, we got the chance to interview American singer Diamante. It's up on Heavy is the Crown. You should go check it out. I can do that now because we're not on radio. I'm gonna put it. It's gonna be up here. It's gonna be over EMOL's face. It's gonna be in the card above. Am I pointing to the right direction this time? Am I?
I don't know.
I think so, right?
Well, what if it's all flipped?
Why would it be flipped?
I don't know, because you thought you were pointing in the right direction and you pointed in the wrong one. Let's just point everywhere.
He's here.
It's
Here.
It's here.
Here, watch the interview. I'm making editing harder for myself. Okay, let me ask you this.
Delicious. No.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
So let me ask you this. If you went on tour, if you went on a concert or whatever, what would you do? What would you do to make it different?
You mean like if I was an artist?
Yes.
Um,
Like besides the music, what else would you
yeah.
do with your shows?
Definitely stuff with the screens and
Yeah.
the graphics and the animation and all that kind of stuff. I feel like some of my favorite shows that I've been to do something with that. I really liked the interactive ones, like AJR, for example,
Right,
like
and
when
Blue
I
Man
think it was the second, yeah, the Blue Man Group, and they did their iconic thing with the paint, but they did it virtually, which is much cleaner. But then they also had like in their second song, the singer was like walking and was reacting to, like, he was walking on a countertop and there was like things falling and he like reacted to that.
Oh,
Yeah, stuff like that was really cool. But then there's also stuff that like 21 Pilots in, I don't remember how long they've been doing this, but at least for Trench era concerts, there have been songs where the lead singer Tyler Joseph like pops up in somewhere random in the venue.
oh,
And I saw them in twice in 2018 for the first leg of the Bandito tour, and he actually was like a couple feet away from me at some point, and I was up in the mezzanine, because he just kind of appears out of nowhere.
how does he get there?
And I'm assuming there's like we're distracted. It's not him on the stage or something, and they have that set point before. We just didn't realize it. Like there was tape on the floor with like an X or something, and we're like, "What's that?" And didn't quite put it together. So they must rehearse that before.
I should move that tape. Somebody's gonna trip on that.
But yeah, it's stuff like that, like just, I guess, unexpected things,
Yeah.
which of course doesn't help because I don't have an example at the moment, but stuff like that that makes people leave and go like, oh my god, like out of nowhere this person appeared here. Or oh, but definitely, I mean, of course, if I was on tour I'd probably end up at the smallest venues, at least to start. But I love at like the bigger venues where there's artists that have like a second stage that's
Okay.
like closer to the mezzanine kind of area. And I know a bunch of artists do that with like acoustic songs and stuff. I know even at like PNC Bank Arts Center, it's outside, but they also do that. I know Imagine Dragons did that. I want to say Fall Out Boy did that. And what I really love about that is it allows the people all the way in the back to also really be a part of the show.
Right.
Because, you know, you go to a lot of concerts, you could only spend so much. Like, you know, like, or even if you don't, it's like concert tickets are expensive. The Panic at the Disco concert tickets for this upcoming tour, unbelievable. It's unbelievable. If you want to be on the floor, you have to be prepared to pay like at least 1,000 for the majority of the tickets. And I'm just glad that this isn't the first tour that I'm seeing Panic at.
Am I gonna have to hold an intervention for you?
Now we are in definitely like mezzanine, like we're higher up, we're going, but I don't know what artist I could justify that for. Like
That is
that's
fair.
just so much.
Yeah.
But luckily I listen to a lot of artists that are at smaller venues.
Right.
Like, one of my favorite artists is Grandson, and I saw him at Mercury Lounge, and that was like not much different from like a bunch of venues near me that I see like local bands at, which was incredible considering, he's not the biggest artist in the world, but definitely someone that I admire and I've been, obsessed with for a long time.
She's okay.
Anyway,
Why would you go and buy tickets to Grandson?
you're just evil now.
The title of this episode is just bashing emo for her music taste.
You know what? Go for it. I literally got made fun of in elementary school because I was a huge fan of Lady Gaga. There were people who made fun of me for that, and you know
got a
what?
few
Go
good
ahead.
songs.
She is probably, I don't know how to describe it, but one of the, I would say like edgier of mainstream artists. Like when I was younger, of course I listened to a lot of like mainstream artists because I didn't know what a small artist was until like I'm gonna say 2016. Like I was in 8th grade. I didn't understand the concept of like, oh wait, you make music and you're not like already huge. But
Right.
that's because like, back then, like 2016, 21 Pilots wasn't like the biggest band, but they had an established fan base. Same thing
Right.
with like I listened to all the iconic emo bands like My Chem and Fall Out Boy and all of them. I listened to them. But then the Forbidden artist that I listened to, I started listening to him in 2015, and he only had, I say only, it was William Control. But I started following him and he no.
I'm just cutting all of this out now.
Okay. That's why I wasn't saying
I'm just deleting your audio track.
Anyway, he had a lot more followers than I do. He had like 50,000 followers. And
wait, more followers than you?
Yeah.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah. I'm saying like 50,000 followers isn't nothing. But in comparison to a lot of the artists I listened to that had millions,
right?
I didn't understand the concept of like, oh wait, you can make music and you're not already huge.
Right.
And I don't even remember why I brought this up now.
Venues.
Oh, venue. Now, recently, I in the last, I don't know, 6-7 years, I've found a lot of artists that play at smaller venues. So, something about tickets and money and whatever. And so I don't know how I got here, but I love Panic at the Disco, but I'm not going to spend $1,000 to be on the floor. But that's also because I'm on the floor a lot for other shows. Why are you making that face?
I'm very confused.
Why? I lost my train of thought. And
yeah, I did too. It flew past the station and missed my stop.
Yeah. I don't know. It's something money related, listening to small artists. But it all comes back to, okay, now you're at a smaller venue. You aren't necessarily spending as much. And you're going to see an artist. Just respect them and listen.
Yes. Okay. And we're back here.
Now, full circle. Listen to the artist. It was infuriating. These people put so much into their music. There is so much that goes into the music making process.
Yes.
And so now there are these people who are presenting their art to you. If you want to go talk, go in the hall. It was so frustrating. Yeah. Outdoor concert festival. You're standing in the back. You're talking. Maybe like what Tara said specifically to us, it's fine. I don't have a problem. But like you're in this small venue And she wasn't even all the way in the back. She was standing amongst the people.
She was on stage. It was weird.
She was on stage and was talking about
She
her
was talking
movement.
to Bastille about her
She
new
was-
apartment.
Yeah, and Dan's just like, I don't care. And that's
She was trying to go home with Bastille.
Yeah, that's what was happening. Anyway, so something about money. Respect small artists. Respect all artists. Go to concerts. That's not if you want.
Like 5 calls to action in one.
If you want. Stay
I'll let it
hydrated.
slide. Okay.
Now you go.
The question was, what would you do to make your show stand out?
How did I get there?
I don't know. I'm
I don't
glad you
know.
did. You killed like 15 minutes.
But
Before
yeah.
I give my answer, I want to say I was really surprised about the Wellmont because
Mhm.
it's a much smaller venue. And yet the bands I saw, I consider them to be like pretty big bands.
Mhm.
So I just thought I just found that weird.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. Especially because
Have you ever been there
Um,
before?
no, that was the first concert I went to there, and it actually I liked a little bit more than some of the other venues
Really?
that I've been to, like in the city. But also I feel like some of it has to do with it wasn't incredibly crowded, and I don't know if that was just because not as many people came to the show.
It was more
Or-
crowded for the one we went to than the one I went to with Jake, at least at the start.
Mhm.
Like a lot
Okay.
more people showed
Well-
up for Eva Under Fire than they did for
Mhm.
Tala and Varials.
We were also though there on a Friday,
Yes.
and you were then the other show was on a Wednesday, so I guess it all depends. But I really liked that venue.
Yeah.
I felt like there was a lot of space. And what I also liked is this is a minor thing, but the ceilings were high. And that's really cool because it feels like you have more room to breathe. I want to say it was Mercury Lounge. I really liked, and it didn't feel incredibly packed, but I felt like if they packed it as much as some other venues did,
Right.
with smaller ceilings, I feel like I'm like suffocating in a basement. Like like we're just
Oh,
underground and there's just too many people. So I don't what?
nothing. It was just an odd metaphor.
Sorry. I liked the Walmart. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Spacious, cool bands.
Of course.
But yeah, I mean, I know Asking Alexandria wasn't there, but for our specific show,
Boo.
but the fact that like they were on Warped Tour and now they're just casually in, Montclair, it was pretty cool, Whew. I kicked my bed.
You okay?
Yes. There's a
Okay.
bar that the laptop is barely balancing on, and it's not secure.
Nice.
So Kyle,
Yes.
if you were on tour, what would you do?
Probably skits. Like in between songs.
Oh, yes. I like that.
Yeah.
What kind though?
Funny.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
maybe scripted, maybe improv, maybe not improv. That's hard.
Improv is hard.
But I had this idea. I wonder if I can find it. I cannot find it. There's rolling pin stuck. I cannot open drawer. Oh, there's a wallet in here too. What if there's any money?
Let's split it.
All right. Keep
All
talking
right.
while I look.
Okay. Well, so here's my comment. That's another thing that I did like about the AJR show was it wasn't necessarily skits, but they told like stories.
Yes, I
And a
want to do
bunch of
something
the-
story oriented.
Mm-hmm. And some of them were stories about the
Story-oriented.
making story.
Story
okay.
ended. Ah.
Ah.
Anyway,
some of them were
continue.
about the making of the songs that they were performing, and they
Oh.
do this one bit where they talk about their whole process of like making the beats and all this stuff, and it's just very cute.
I like
And
that.
yeah, hopefully it's somewhere on the internet, and I could show you. It's very cute. Um, and even just stories about their journey. I know again, like I'd say they're bigger than a bunch of the artists that I've seen
Right.
in the last like year or so. So they did have a bunch of like this is our success story kind of thing, and
I
this
like
is
that.
where it started. But it was also very cool because I saw them in New York, and they're from New York, so they had a lot of stories of like naming all the venues that they've played, and I'm like, I've been to that one. And
I've been to that one.
and that one. I think I was missing one.
Damn.
Missing Hammerstein Ballroom.
Ah.
I'll be there eventually. I'll do it. Did I tell you about my new concert goal with the calendar?
What?
I'll be brief. I want to get a calendar. I want to go to a concert every single day of the year. Over time.
So not like 365 straight days.
Yes, that would be crazy.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a calendar, and I want to backtrack and find all the dates that I've already gone to shows, and then going forward, I want to fill in the rest.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yep.
Anyway, I found out what it was talking about.
Yay!
So you're not. It's just here. It is.
Oh look, it's the Tuesday buzz.
There we go. Okay, so I would have this prop guitar, and I would lift it up, and I would shove my hand through it and rip out a heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was the coolest. I'd be the coolest guy ever.
And then you throw the heart into the audience.
Yes.
And then they take it home, and they get to say that they got Kyng-Pin parentheses of Spades heart for that night.
And then they get questioned by the police.
That just comes standard at it.
That'll be a concert
Style
you never
concert.
forget. That'll be a concert you never forget. The good music, possible jail time.
And then
If
you
you're
could
lucky,
tell...
the death penalty. I have a feeling that wouldn't be good for business.
We kill our fans. It makes you different. It sets you apart from the rest. What would you do at your concert to make you unique? I would send my fans home to possibly die. It's a Kyng-Pin roulette is crazy.
Jesus.
You're the one who said if you're lucky you get the death penalty.
I would like to go on record and maybe cut that out. I don't want to be quoted saying that.
Too late.
No, this is not live. I can edit that out.
You can't edit it from my ears.
Don't make you angry. Got it.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Anyway, this has been King's Chaos. I guess we have to call it off the record.
Off the...
Okay, why don't you give us an outro, EMOL?
That was it.
Oh. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for watching.
No. To conclude, don't be a...
You got to put the mic closer to your mouth. Do it. Do the outro like that. I dare you.
To conclude, oh no, I'm pushing the volume button. To conclude, don't be obnoxious at concerts. Enjoy music. Support your local artists.
Don't go see Bastille.
Go see Bastille. Go see AJR. Do whatever you want. Kill your fan base. See if they care. Maybe they be very lucky to get the death penalty because of you.
Tell them to like, comment, and subscribe too, please.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Please. Do it, you won't. If you don't, There's no chance that you'll get the epic guitar heart from Kyng-Pin parentheses of Spades.
Stop. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Laugh, love, kill your audience.